Hello there, this is DBT and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, I'm gonna continue talking about the Chrome Marauder event. And that is because, first, it already refreshed, so there is a new reward now, but I realized that I never officially updated you as to what happened with the first reward, which was the Pagani Huayra 20th Asphalt Anniversary Edition. Jesus, what a name. And I wanted to show you whatever happened there, but also the progress that I have in the event right now. But before I get into any of that, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. And I ask you to do this every single time, but I do mean it. When you do these things, it helps the channel to continue to be found, and the channel can continue to grow, and I can continue making this content for you. So if you like me covering stuff that is happening here in the game, go ahead, like, subscribe, it's all free, so hey, why not? But alright, so Chrome Marauder event. Now, like I said, the main reward for the first, let's say, version of... No, not the first version, because that was many months ago. The first... whatever. The first reward that we got this time around the Chrome Marauder was the Pagani Huayra 20th Anniversary, which is obviously not the one that you see on the screen right now. However, in the previous video that I did on this event, I did show you some progress, and I had gotten some parts here and there, and I bought some here, and I got some over there. But really, how far did I get? Well, after doing a bunch of races against the Titan, whatever it's called, the harder version of the boss, I managed to get this part over there. And I was super happy because actually that was the last part that I was needing. Yeah, I managed to get all of the parts. In fact, I got 5 a couple of times because of beating that same boss and all of that. I also got some repeats of 9. I don't remember where I got these repeats. The rest, I only had 1 of them, and that 4 that I just showed you in the previous screenshot, I got it over here. So you can see that was still a day and 10 hours left of the event. I had some tickets still left, and yep, I was able to get the thing. And there you have it in all of its I was gonna say shininess, but it's not very shiny. But yeah, so this is the regular Huayra R. This is the Huayra R 20th Asphalt Anniversary Edition. I'm telling you, these names are longer and longer every time. But yeah, I was able to acquire the car, thankfully, because like I said, this is a car that I did want to get. I like Paganis in general. The Pagani Huayra R being the track version of the Huayra, I like it even better. And then there is this version which had some additional color in the back, which is kind of nice, because as much as the car is kind of cool, you know, in the default one, it's all black. Yeah, with some fancy yellow details on it, but it's all black, right? But at least this one does add a bunch of colors towards the back, so hey, that is kind of dope. So yeah, I was really happy to be able to unlock this car. Now, I haven't upgraded it or anything. Why don't you let me know in the comments if you would prefer me to do some videos, a series of videos on MP tuning this car and testing it in each one of the tunes, or if you would just prefer me to pro it. So why don't you right now leave me that comment in the video, because I do mean it. I'm really torn as to whether or not I want to do series on this thing MP tune, or if I should just pro it and drive it like that, because I've heard that it's quite a bit of a beast. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. But yeah, there it is. I managed to get my car 360 something. I don't know, I already forgot how many I have. So yeah, that's kind of dope. Now, something else that I did get, and I did show you that in that video, is that I was able to get the Ducati 𝐓𝐢𝐿, or however you pronounce this, S. And actually, in a multiplayer that I just did, in a very, how you say that? Not long ago, I tuned this thing, so yeah, now I have it tuned for the 5090 bracket. Obviously, you don't want to take this to the pro rank because it's not properly on a bracket, so this would be over ranked for 5090, and it would be extremely under ranked for 1680. So you want to keep it in quote-unquote an MP tune, so yeah, there we go. So finally, oh no, I meant to, yeah, there we go. Finally, I got this bike, which is actually the bike that I wanted in this game. I quite like the look of this bike, so yeah, I was finally happy to get it, and again, it was through the Chrome Marauder event. So that was kind of nice. So yeah, that was basically the progress that I did over there. Now, you might be wondering, DBT, but how did you do it? How did you get all of the parts? All right, I did mention it in the previous video, and I will mention it over here. My progress in this event was not free-to-play progress. Okay, you know what? Let's switch to the other car just for the sake of showing something fancy. But yeah, no, the progress that I did on the event is not the free-to-play progress, all right? So I don't want you to think that I'm saying, oh, this event is very doable if you're free-to-play. Now, I've heard that some people were able to do it free-to-play, but a smaller number than, for example, in the original Chrome Marauder event many months ago. So keep that in mind. Just want to be very clear. What did I do that time in order to make progress? Well, I bought in the shop with vouchers. I bought I believe this, I purchased this for 100 vouchers, and for the tickets to get the additional parts, I bought this, which cost another 100 vouchers to get 20 tickets and, you know, race against that version of the Marauder a bunch of times. So yeah, if you happen to be thinking of spending some vouchers, definitely go for this one. Yeah, if you have the vouchers, of course. Because yeah, look at the price, 50 for just 5 tickets versus 100 for 20 tickets. So keep that in mind. But again, as usual, I'm not trying to convince anybody to spend money on the game, all right? I hope that is very, very clear. That's not my intention over here. I'm just showing you what kind of progress I made. Now, let's talk about the current version of the Chrome Marauder, because this time the car featured is the McLaren 765 LT Spider. I'm showing it to you here just because I don't want it to show you just yet in the chop shop. Yeah, so this is the current reward. Now, this was a Treasure Rush car not too long ago. That is why I don't own it. It is a cool McLaren, and from what I remember driving it, it was okay. It was an okay car. I don't know if it was great or what. At the end of the day, you know that I don't care too much in terms of performance when it comes to whether or not I want a car. But I thought, hey, it would be cool if I could get this car. But yeah, Treasure Rush, I wasn't gonna do it. So yeah, that's why I don't own this car. But like I just mentioned, it's in the chop shop is the main reward. And how close am I to get it? Relatively close. Relatively close. All right. So how did it happen this time around? Well, the thing is that parts 7, 8, 9, and 10, these 4 parts you can... Oh, man. Let me go back over here. Those 4 parts you can find in the black market. You can just straight up find them over here and buy them. Obviously, this is going to cost a bunch of scrap or microwaves or what you want to call them. And I believe part 10, it was the more expensive one. I think it was like 6,000 or so. So they're pretty expensive. Now, I did have a lot of wreckage left because, again, I got a bunch from racing a lot of times against the big boss version. Because if I wasn't getting parts, at least I was getting some wreckage over there. So I had enough to buy all 4 parts. So I did buy all 4 of them. And then the parts 4, 5, and 6, I think. I already forgot what was the order. But 3 of these you could find over here in the Marauder's Tower, which I also already cleared up. Now, this did cost me a lot of wreckage as well in order to complete. I think it took like 20,000 or something like that. Obviously, there's some RNG to it. There's also if you can actually land in the right one, if you stop it right on time and whatnot. So yeah, but you can get over here 3 additional parts. I did get them. And that is how right now I am at 7 out of 10 parts. So all that is left for me to get these 3 parts is precisely going to be doing a bunch of races again against the Leviathan. Because if you see if you see the rewards over here, you will see that part 1, 2, and 3, all of these are the ones that have the higher drop chance, and those are the ones that I need. So how am I going to be doing this? Well, I'm going to show you right away. I'm just going to go pay to win. And again, I continue to say this a bunch of times. I'm not advising you to go pay to win on the game. Keep in mind, all of this is a gamble, all right? There's nothing guaranteed that you're going to be able to get. Okay, so how much is 100 vouchers? Let me check. So currencies, 100 vouchers. Well, they sell 164. What is this? $20? I think this is $20. So 160 vouchers for $20. So keep that in mind. But yeah, so again, I'm not trying to convince you to spend money. I'm just giving you an idea of around how much it would cost to get this thing, and it's not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed when it comes to the races that I'm gonna do. So I'm still gonna buy it for 100 vouchers. And again, that's gonna give me 20 of these tickets, which is great. That means I can go ahead and do 20 races against the Leviathan gig. And again, even if I don't necessarily get these things, though that's obviously what I'm aiming for, at the very least it's likely that I'm gonna be getting a bunch of scrap / microwaves / whatever you wanna call it. So yeah. Obviously, I also got some tickets, a bunch of tickets for the regular version of the race, which I will be doing at some other point as well. But no, right now I want to focus on this thing because those are the ones that I want to do. Now, I'm not going to do all 20 races in this video. I just want to show you precisely how the process of going pay to win over here works. And I'm going to go with my Lamborghini Starato. Because like I showed last time that I was doing this, I wanted to go with a car that had a lot of nitro available because, hey, I'm going to need a lot of nitro. So let me activate the regular boosters. All right, they've been activated, and I'm also gonna activate the other boosters. Now, over here, I did say last time, maybe this is the one that you should care the least about, the extra power-up cores. I think the ones that are the most worth are gonna be this, the attack boost, in order to deal as much damage as you can to the dude, and the power-up starter, so that you have a couple of power-ups available. But to be completely honest, my experience with this thing is that very often it just gives you 2 shields, which are not very useful, but yeah, whatever. So, all right, let's do a couple of races against this dude. Let's see what we can do. And again, I'm going to be doing this a bunch, trying to get these pieces that I want to get. Yeah, what did I say about the double shield? Jesus Christ, I hate that so much. Let's smash into him a little bit. Honestly, even just with the ramming, I think that's pretty strong against that dude. Look, 2 good hits I already dealt. Oh, this is a great combination, though. Shield plus this, and boom, 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 boom. Eat it. But yeah, in general, I think you can do relatively right just with the power-up that increases your damage. And, well, damn it. I don't really know if it also adds to the ramming damage. I would imagine it does, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, the power-ups, you know, like, oh, you got some comments and all that is not super, super, super important. But obviously, it's not bad to have. So there we go. I hate this so much. I made a video for the members. I'm just gonna quickly tell you one thing that I did say over there. I just wish they would at least make it so that once you defeat this dude, he would explode. Because it's just so unsatisfying that you in theory just beat him, and yet he's still driving over there like nothing happened to him. Now, I will also claim wreckage token, some fusion coins. Okay, and I will also be claiming this because, hey, I want as much wreckage as possible, so yes. And there we go, fantastic. So, let's do another race over here. So this is going to be the only other race that I'm going to show you in full, just so that you see the process of me fighting. But I don't think you want to see me fighting this thing literally 20 times, though I don't know if I'll do all 20 in one go over here, but whatever. Oh, come on! Well, at least I dealt a tiny bit of damage. I do feel like that this explosion's damage is based on the distance that you have on the opponent. So the closer that you are to him, the more damage you're going to deal. Because if you're very far... Where? Oh, there. If you're too far away from him, yeah, that's no bueno. But what, did I go through him? That is something else that I noticed. When you are in shield mode, sometimes you go through stuff, through walls, through the opponents. And I don't mean when you are, you know, blinking, but yeah, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So there we go. There's another W. That one was relatively quick. And what did I get this time around? Some more wreckage. Okay. Which, again, it doesn't seem to have a lot of use, but there's something that I want to talk about that wreckage, and it's a bit of a conspiracy theory that I have over here. And there we go. That is another defeat against dude. I just want to show you the rewards that I get from it. Yep. This is fine. And some more wreckage. Yep. That's all good. Oh, let's go. Part 2. Which means now I'm missing part 1 and 3. Nice. Oh, man, I'm a little bit nervous about this one because I just think I just need one more hit. Just that it took a whole lap for me to get to him, but yeah, there we go. Jeez, that one was annoying because he escaped me for most of the first lap. We're just being tricky, doing some jumps that I wasn't expecting it to do, but it's fine, whatever. All right, so tokens, wreckage, more wreckage, and all right. And in the same way that in the previous one, it was a bit annoying to get to him. This time around, look at it. Oh, no, I hate this jump so much. Oh, he's gonna destroy me. Jesus. All right, never mind. I was trying to be like, no, I'm gonna be able to get him real quick, but no. He put up a fight. It's just so annoying that he takes those jumps. It's nearly impossible to hit him mid-air, but yeah, whatever, it's fine. That's another K against it. And what I get this time? Yeah, this is fine. 17,000 fusion coin, is that what it said? Oh, that's a bunch. All right, there's another one. But why not? And I keep on being destroyed while I, in theory, already unalived them and he's still running around. Yay! All right, some tokens, wreckage, and more wreckage. Holy smoke, this time I got it super quick. This is the first lap and see what I destroyed him. Anyway. All right, good. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, sure, and come on. All right, more wreckage, and okay. Yeah, I don't really care for the fusion coins. What I want is either more wreckage or obviously the parts that I'm missing. All right, there's another one. Man, I gotta tell you, this track is so annoying to fight against him because he keeps on doing jumps here and there. I'm like, oh God, stop it. Fine. All right, wreckage, fusion coins, wreckage, tokens. Relic part 2. No, that's the same one I already had. Ah, come on, that's bullshit. All right, and by the way, I switched to my McLaren Senna GTR because, hey, if I'm going to be doing this race a ton of times, might as well see a little bit of variety, seeing that I don't need that much nitro anyway. It's fine. All right, so what I got this time? Wreckage. Okay. Another one bites the dust. Come on, I only need 2 more parts. I believe in you. Wreckage, 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 wreckage. All right. I was getting worried about that one because it was giving me some issues to unalive him, but we're fine. And I realized that I just keep saying wreckage, 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 and it sounds like I'm going full frog over here with rabbit, whatever. All right, there's one more, and I got destroyed once again. Fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use all of my tickets over here and hope for the best. But I guess it does work to exemplify what I was saying, that nothing is guaranteed. You might have just spent a bunch of money in absolutely not what you wanted. All right, what did I get this time? Let me guess. And again, I'm not too upset. At the very least, I'm getting a bunch of wreckage. And at the end of this video, I will explain why I'm still okay with just getting wreckage, even if I eventually don't end up getting the card that I'm aiming for right now. All right, that's another one. I already lost count of how many I've done, but there can be many tickets left, so yes. Yep, it's fine, yep, sure. One more. Oh boy, I'm telling you, this is a little bit repetitive. You're seeing the short version of this, but it gets starting to do the same race over and over and over and over. So, okay, I got destroyed there, but I did beat him. So there we go. All right, round number, whatever we're at, I don't know. We've done a bunch. And okay, still not what I wanted. Jeez. Once again, I beat him, but I get destroyed because they can't be bothered to make the enemy car explode, even though I did just destroy him, but it's fine, I'm fine. Wreckage, tokens, wreckage, fusion coins, yep. That was really quick. All right, I got him. It's fine. Where are we now? Yep, this is fine, wreckage. Lots of fusion coins, which means not what I want, so. Oh, man. Okay, my boosters just run out. All of the boosters, I activated the regular boosters. I did not want to buy more boosters because I'm pretty sure I'm almost out of tickets, so I don't want to waste a lot of currencies. I want to see how difficult it is to destroy this dude without the extra damage. All right, yeah, that hit didn't seem to deal a ton of damage over there, but still, let's see. Oh no, he's gonna. Oh man, I was trying to hit him from behind, but never mind. I've done about 1/5 of the damage. I can never hit him with this thing. Oh, I did this time. And I jumped over it. You see why I hate this track so much to fight this dude? They just... Oh, I missed them! Alright, yeah, I can see a little bit of more challenge, you know? I don't think I deal as much damage. But maybe this should be fine. I don't know. Did I hit him? I don't even know. This is the one thing that I was saying. I really wish this game mode was a lot more, provide a lot more feedback as to what you're doing. Because when you hit him, well, the only way that you know you hit him is if you're paying attention to the health bar. Other than that, there's not a bit of feedback telling you like, oh yeah, you just dealt a bunch of damage. Oh, look at that. No, nothing. You're just like, okay, well, I guess I did. I'm not sure. And like I said, you destroy him and what happens? He still keeps on running while you might just break into a million pieces. But all right. There we go. Nope, it's gonna drop the purple thingy. Yep, and boom. All right, you know what? That wasn't too different. And again, I was running without any of the extra damage boost or the starting with the thingies and the thing, all of that. So, are you? My God, another relic 2. Yay! All right, I got him. It was until the second lap, but I got him. Yeah, I can see it being a little bit harder if you don't have the extra damage. But honestly, I don't think it's that much harder. The only thing is that it's aggravating the physics in the game where you cannot really slow down without entering into a drift and just crashing somewhere. But there we go, chases finally. I finished all of the 20 tickets that I got. And what did I get from it? 3 times the relic number 2. So yeah, I got a bunch of relic 2 that I don't need. And I'm still missing 3 and 1. Yay! So I guess this was indeed the perfect example of what I was saying, how this whole thing is completely random. And you might even spend money, and again, I'm not at all advising you to spend money, but I'm just exemplifying how you might spend money into getting these tickets, and even then you're not guaranteed anything, so keep that in mind. The fact that I was able to unlock the previous car was more a fluke than anything else. Now, the last thing that I wanted to talk about, it's the situation with me still getting a bunch of these thingies, right, of the wreckage. Now, in these 20 tickets, I did get about 10,000-ish of this currency, which is fine. But what do I need it for? If I already completed everything over here, if I already got also the parts over here, because I want to save them. Why? because of this. This was the promo image of Chrome Marauder. Now, let's zoom real quick. What do we see here? Well, we see the McLaren 765 LT. All right, that is the current one. And we already also did the Pagani Huayra. So does that mean that the other one is gonna be for a certain Venom F5? And while you don't actually you're not gonna get to keep these tickets or these tickets once this thing refreshes, the one thing you are gonna get to keep to the next reset is gonna be your wreckage, your microwaves. So maybe those are gonna be good to have for the tower and for the black market for that other car. And again, even if it's the case that the next car is going to be the Venom F5, which is not confirmed, I could be wrong, right? I'm not promising anything. I'm just saying that that is what it kind of hints me towards, but I'm not sure. But even if it is, it's still going to be the same situation that I find myself on. Doesn't matter how many wreckage you have, and you can buy all of this stuff and all of that. You can just money your way, or at least wreckage your way through getting all of these parts. There's still some of it that it's bound to RNG. For this one, for the previous one, and probably for the next one. So just keep that in mind. But I would say that all things considered, maybe it would be worth to save your wreckage. If you're not like super dying to get this car, maybe it would be worth saving the wreckage for the next round, because there's a good chance it's gonna be a very powerful car. But, you know, it's up to you what you're gonna do. So yeah, I think eventually, later on, I'm gonna buy more of these tickets because I would like to get this car after all. And at the end of the day, my vouchers are have very specific usage like this. Other than that, never use my voucher, so might as well do it while we're here. But yeah, I'll keep you updated as to whatever happens over here. But for now, I just wanted to show you how you can spend a bunch of tickets in the Chrome Marauder, specifically in the Leviathan, and still nothing is guaranteed. So just, you know, keep that in mind. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, once again, like the video, hit the like button, you know what I mean, and subscribe to the channel, of that stuff. Again, it helps the channel to continue going. And if you want to support me directly, please consider joining the Pro membership for access to exclusive videos and whatnot. Like I said, I recently made a video showing all of this, but a bit more in depth over there. And there's face cam and no bleeps and all of that, so keep that in mind. But yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.